The human brain is not designed to observe reality neutrally. It is designed to reduce uncertainty. Pattern detection is the brain's primary compression algorithm, turning vast sensory noise into manageable structure. Randomness is metabolically expensive, so the brain imposes order rapidly, often prematurely. Agency attribution emerges as an extension of this process. When structure appears, intention is inferred. This mechanism once maximized survival, but in modern contexts, it generates false certainty. The brain prefers a wrong pattern to no pattern at all. Science disrupts this instinct by demanding restraint, forcing the brain to pause, measure, and tolerate ambiguity. This is why scientific thinking feels unnatural. It opposes the brain's default optimization strategy. Agency attribution is a reflex, not a conclusion. The brain evolved in environments where unexplained events were almost always caused by agents, predators, rivals, humans. As a result, intention is assumed before analysis begins. The brain asks who did this, long before it asks what happened. Emotional salience precedes factual evaluation. Once agency is assigned, belief hardened, because intention stabilizes narrative. Evidence becomes secondary. This is how myths persist, not through logic but through psychological closure. Scientific reasoning requires suppressing this reflex, delaying interpretation, and allowing non-agent explanations to remain unresolved. That suppression is an advanced cognitive skill, not a default human trait. High intelligence increases pattern sensitivity, not accuracy. Smarter brains generate more hypotheses, richer narratives, and denser explanations. But without constraint, they also generate more false positives. The brain rewards coherence with dopamine, regardless of truth. When a pattern makes sense, it feels correct. Agency attribution then locks the pattern in place by assigning motive, design, or blame. This explains why highly educated individuals can maintain irrational beliefs. Science intervenes by inserting friction, statistics, controls, falsification, mechanisms that slow pattern acceptance. Intelligence without discipline amplifies myth. Disciplined cognition converts pattern detection into insight. Randomness triggers discomfort because it resists prediction. The brain is a forecasting machine, optimized to minimize surprise. Pattern detection lowers cognitive load by making the world predictable. Agency attribution lowers it further by turning uncertainty into story. But efficiency comes at a cost. Premature closure halts learning. When myths are challenged, the brain perceives the removal of agency as a return to chaos and responds defensively. This is why debunking often fails. Scientific training must rewire tolerance for unresolved patterns, teaching the brain that uncertainty is not danger. This requires executive control, emotional regulation, and delayed cognitive reward. The conflict between myth and science is not about information. It is about control. Myths arise when pattern detection and agency attribution operate unchecked. Science emerges when these same mechanisms are constrained by method. The brain must learn to say, there may be no agent here. Neurologically, this is uncomfortable because it removes narrative closure, yet it opens access to reality. Scientific literacy is not memorizing facts. It is training the brain to delay meaning until evidence earns it. When pattern detection is disciplined, it becomes understanding. When agency attribution is restrained, cognition becomes precise. This is the upgrade from belief-driven to evidence-driven minds.